the country that I'm speaking of currently right now about this video is Afghanistan. And so I know, I think we have soldiers out there and stuff like that. So it could be just more than just a vax giveaway or whatnot, or a donation. But yeah, this huge plane, U.S. Air Force plane, was currently taking off from Afghanistan to come to the U.S. And I was wondering, like, why is a moving plane still moving with damn near like 100 people literally beside the wheel trying to cling on to the plane? So before I even read anything, any caption or any more details about the story, I immediately thought about how, they're just probably attacking the plane or whatnot. They don't want the plane to leave. The plane is probably leaving with something that they don't want the plane to leave with. But when I read it, it said that people that live in Afghanistan, those individuals in the video were trying to cling on to the aircraft in order to flee Afghanistan because the Taliban took over. I don't know if it was the Taliban taking over their region or I don't know. But it was pretty vague, the captioning. Couldn't find any more details about it because I guess it happened today, so there is a developing story. But yes, you see a whole bunch of people just under this aircraft that's trying to take off, and you see few individuals holding on to the plane, like right above the wheels, like not the things that are holding the wheel, but not necessarily that, but like it looked like it was like the part where you put gas inside of the plane at, or fuel inside of the plane at, or whatnot, and you could just see them like trying to cling on and hold on to a part of the plane, and it was just crazy to see that. Because the next clip after that was the plane or the aircraft already in the air, and what looks to be this small speck from where the camera was angled. It wasn't zoomed in, so all you see is this small speck just coming from the plane and just dropping down. And it was then reported that about 2 individuals fell from up there. And it's so sad to even like see some shit like that, let alone hear about it. Because you just start to think about how desensitized people are in America. I honestly, I force myself to see certain videos that are very graphic just because I know I'm living a really good life compared to 95% of humanity. And though I have a lot, to complain about, but when I see the predicament certain people are in that they didn't even choose to be in, they're just born in it, I start to cherish even the little things that would always bother me. So when I seen the story, it was just like, imagine how desperate you have to be in order for you to get to a state of mind where you feel like you need to flee the country and the place in which you call home. I personally do not see myself living in Dominican Republic. And that is significantly close than a lot of other countries to the U.S. So with that being said, yes, I was born in New York. I was born in the U.S. But just because my parents are from Dominican Republic does not mean I'm about to take my ass to Dominican Republic when I'm old and start living there. Because I know how bad it is out there. Financially, economically, living wise. And, you know, my mother fled the country. She didn't flee it, but she made the necessary steps to leave the country in order to give me, a kid she didn't even think of having, a better life. Also herself too, you know, but eventually so that I could be in the position that I'm currently in. So I find it completely unfortunate into the lives that certain people are brought up in, because I always feel like everybody deserves the most out of their life. I feel like people should have, I'm an American. I feel like people should have all of the rights that we have around the world. I'm very westernized, and obviously I'm from America, so that is why I think the way I think. But it's such a sad story, man. And I'm not going to really talk much more in depth about it, just because I you know, it's foreign politics. I don't want to give off this notion that I'm very highly aware of every little thing that's going on in other countries. But if that's the thought that you have in mind, I'm here to let you know I barely even know about my own country. So, you know, it's just for the unfortunate and sad aspect of the story, it is very overwhelming just to hear about it, let alone understanding that there's people actually living it. So for all of my people that are going through certain things or a certain position to where they feel like they need to flee their homes, and they feel like it's necessary to flee their homes, I hope you make it to where you need to make it, because I know you're looking on to better living, into living a better life, you know. So I completely feel you for that. Take the necessary steps, move the right way. And I don't know, it's so sad, you know. But if so, wear a mask, because we don't want different strains up in this bitch. You feel me? I recently heard one of the episodes in the Joe Rogan podcast, the Andrew Schultz episode to be exact, that a lot of people that cross the Mexican border do not, or any kind of border, do not really get tested. Jamie Vernon, the JRE producer, he was saying that the only thing he sees online, based off his research, or based off his the research that he does on there, which I need a person like that. So if anybody is really good with laptop, we're researching and stuff like that, hit me up. But yeah, he did his research, and he's seen that the only news that he's seen from any illegal immigrant getting tested was like March 2020, like literally at the beginning of the whole shebang. So if y'all gonna come in boats, if y'all gonna cross the border, and get coyoted up, y'all better get masked up too. So you feel me? I'm masked myself and I live here, so I don't know. I know it's hot, you feel me? I know. Damn, I shouldn't even be saying shit like this. Nah, bro, my family came through a border, bro. I don't want to hear it. You feel me? Like it, you know. Or I know people that came through a border. My family didn't, but I know it'd be hot. You feel me? Take it off, but when you around people, you don't put that shit on. You feel me? At least carrying one in your pocket. It might be handy. It might come out to something more than a mask. Who knows? Maybe in the nighttime it warms your face up a little more, because that's what it does to me. I loved it during the winter. During the wintertime, the only negative thing about wearing a mask during the wintertime was just that here in New York, when it's really cold and you're wearing a mask walking around, especially if you don't have a car, which I didn't at the time, you're like, it gets so humid in between the mask and your face that it, you know, you have to constantly like put the mask down and like wipe your nose or some shit, or like wipe your face up a little bit into the sections of the mask that covers your face. And yeah, that's the only downside. But and it's like when I heard them talking about it, about the amount of people that I don't get. The amount of people that come through the border is crazy already. But then like, and I wouldn't have really given a fuck before the pandemic. But now that we've experienced a lockdown and we know what it means for the government to really start regulating a lot of shit and mandating a lot of shit. Yeah, I want no parts of it, and I feel like we should take every necessary step to avoid it.